Hi, good morning everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today I got quite a few sausages to use up and also potatoes that are on the way out. So I thought, gonna make mashed potatoes and some sausages. So I thought I'm gonna take you with me. So please make sure you stay tuned in. So the things that I need to use up, I got these potatoes, they are 2 kilos, and I've got 20 Richmond thick pork sausages. So the only ingredients that I'm really going to be using for the mash, I'm going to be making the potatoes in the Instant Pot, so I'll show you how to do it nice and easy. So for the mashed potatoes, I just tend to use salt, a bit of seasoning and butter. I don't tend to mix in milk. I know a lot of people use milk when they make mashed potatoes. And I'm also going to be using the Ninja air fryer for the sausages. So I know this meal is not going to take me too long to make. Right, so I just took out my Instant Pot. So this is how I normally store it. So I'm just going to pop the seal on the lid. And today we're going to actually be using this thing, actually this little stand, the stainless steel stand came with the pot. You'll see that it's got little feet, so it just prevents things getting stuck to the bottom. So I use this when I make boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, and also I use it for potatoes. Because in the past, before I realized I should have used it, potatoes got stuck to the bottom and then it comes up with the burn function. So I'm just going to show you. So this is the 2 kilos potatoes. I peeled it, washed it and chopped it up. So what I do is just put it in the pot. I don't tend to make it too small because I don't really want things to kind of get through the little holes, and it doesn't really matter, to be honest, because the Instant Pot cooks it so nicely. You don't really need to worry about, oh, is it cooked enough? And obviously if they are smaller, then the cooking time should be reduced. Water quantity, what we're going to put in doesn't matter that much with this recipe. So I'm going to be putting in a couple of pints of cold water, because I'm going to be sieving it anyway. There are recipes out there that would tell you, okay, so you need this much water and you don't need to strain it. But I have tried several recipes, and to be honest, it just wasn't working out quite well. So at this stage, I'm going to be putting a little bit of sea salt in as well. Okay, just a little bit. Obviously, I will season it. So the seal is on. Okay, close it, and the vent has to be on. So the seal has to be on. So make sure that we are not venting here. Alright, so seal is on, vent is closed. So put it on pressure cook. Make sure that it's on high pressure, and I'm going to put it up to 20. So 20 minutes will be more than enough. And after 20 minutes, I'm going to be doing a manual release. Okay, so I'm going to get back to, I don't know, maybe it will take about 10 minutes for this to reach pressure. I'm going to be timing it per usual. While it's cooking in there, I'm going to crack on with making the sausages in the air fryer. Alright, so I've actually put my sausages in the Ninja as well to get them ready. I'm going to be using the paper liners today because, well, you'll see how much grease is going to come out of the sausages. And I managed to put 10 in here and 10 in the other basket. I mean, they are overlapping a tiny bit, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter because the sausages will shrink when they are cooking anyway. So it doesn't really matter. So I've got 10 in there, and I've got 10 in there as well. So what I do is pop it on again, no preheat required, and I do matching air fry. I'm doing 180, and I'm gonna do 10 minutes because I do need to turn these around. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it starts cooking now. So the 10 minutes is up for the sausages. Just gonna have a look. So coming along really nicely. So what I'll do, I'm just gonna be turning them around, and then I'll put them in for another 10 minutes. So just tend to use this prong. I really like it. I don't know if you can see how much grease there is at the bottom. That's why I just prefer to use the paper liner, really. Excuse me for the shaky cam. I'm trying to do this with one hand. And this flip is actually the Instant Pot. It took quite a few, took about 10 minutes for it to reach pressure, 10-15 minutes actually to reach pressure. And then the other one as well. So the sausages will be done by the time the potatoes are done. So yeah, I think it's just so good to kind of utilize the time. That's why I really do like this two kitchen gadgets. If you're following me, then you know that these are my go-to and pretty much make everything in these two. All right, so I'm gonna put it on again. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting them on again. So this is the next lot of 10 minutes. So we have to match, fry again, 180, and do 10 minutes. So time is up for the sausages. So it took 20 minutes. We're gonna have a look. They look really good. No doubt that they are all nicely cooked. Or you can use an internal thermometer. I think for ground pork and ground beef, it's about 72 centigrade internal temperature. Since I've got the thermometer, I might as well use it. Have a look. Obviously, no doubt that these are cooked. Oh yeah, definitely 93, 95. It's going up. Yes, but you can just have a look. I just thought I got it out, so I thought I might as well use it. So I'm gonna dish these out, but can you see how much grease there is underneath? I mean, look at that. So make sure that you dispose of the grease properly. Never ever put it down the drain, because it's gonna cause you major issues. Okay. So sausages are done. Instant Pot still has 6 minutes to go before I need to do a manual release on it. So the Instant Pot has bleeped, so I'm just doing a manual release now. Okay, so please be very careful when you're opening it up, okay? Make sure there is nothing around the steam area. And make sure that you keep your kids back as well. So you just have to keep doing this gradually until the little lever goes down. Okay, there's not much steam now. I don't know if you can see it, it's coming through. It's actually down now. So we're gonna be opening it. Very steamy. And I can already tell that these are really, can you see how it's like falling to pieces? It's not like it's still in one piece, because you don't really want to overcook it. So I think 20 minutes is actually, it's actually good going. There is a little bit of water, so I'm just gonna drain this, and then I'm gonna come back after that with the seasoning and mashing. It won't need too much mashing either, because it's nice and soft. Okay, so I drained it now. I actually put it back in the pot. Obviously the Instant Pot is off now. You see, you don't really need too much mashing, which is really the beauty of this recipe. Yes, it's very no lumps. You know, sometimes when the potatoes are undercooked, then you get the lumpy bits, and it's just a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, so that's all done, really nice and quick. I'm gonna be putting in the butter now. Again, if you don't want to put butter, you don't need to. I tend to put quite a bit in there because I like it creamy. As I said, sometimes, I mean, even in the past, went through a phase when I used milk, but for some reason I realized I just prefer butter. And I know that a lot of people even use sour cream. I used to use sour cream, but it's, again, I don't think Ella is a big fan of sour cream. So just try to keep it nice and simple. With the butter, you can just keep it a little bit, you can control it a little bit. So I use up all the butter now, actually, from the butter bell. So what I normally do, I don't know if you've seen the video when I was talking about the butter bell, I actually got a big chunk of butter out, the big block of butter out, and it's just melting a little bit. So I'm gonna wash the bell and fill it up, but it's really handy. So if you haven't washed it, please go and check it out. I'm quite happy with the consistency of the potato. So hopefully you enjoyed this video when I made the sausage and mash. We're definitely gonna enjoy the food later on. Yeah, so please, if you haven't done so already, if you really enjoyed this video, if you would like to support my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Have a lovely day. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.